Greetings humans. I am a Cyberconstruct, and let me welcome you to a special Project Hive presentation. In this video, we'll tell you all about Project Hive, how it plays, who makes it and what goals it strives to achieve. But first, what is Project Hive? Project Hive is a Solana-based, competitive play-to-earn tactical game, offering triple_A quality gaming experience in a vast cyberpunk world. Who's the team behind Project Hive? The team is composed of over 30 extremely talented people, with experience working on well-known media projects. Marcin Rubinkowski, art director, all the general mood, style, 2D sketches and concepts. Almost everything related to visual begins from Marcin. Sergey Prosnichnov, senior game designer, creates all the amazing game modes, events, concepts to make the game really fun and attractive for traditional and crypto gamers. Fedor Gusev, senior 3D artist, converts 2D ideas into 3D reality. 3D characters and items models all come from his hands. George Panfilov, lead 3D artist, lending his vision to shape the world of Project Hive, backed up by his experience from Riot Games and Game Insight. Dmitry Gavostov, senior texture artist, the art Project Hive comes alive with painstaking detail, all thanks to him. Alexander Kuhn, senior environment artist, and is in charge of bringing depth and structure to the world of Project Hive. Eugenie Molotowski, senior 3D technical animator, breathing life into the 3D models, creating that crisp and powerful animation that complements the game experience. Artur Osadchi, senior digital designer, responsible for high-end promotional art and the design of Project Hive's external media. Denis Kruchinin, founder and CEO. Years of experience in application and web interfaces development, professional cybersports player in the past, Denis knows exactly how to create and run a successful and sustainable gaming project. Igor Vinik, Chief Technical Officer, in charge of the tech and security behind Project Hive software. Konstantin Ismont, Chief Business Development Officer, the knowledge and the experience Konstantin brings to the team sets Project Hive apart in terms of tokenomics and its place on the play-to-earn market. And many other artists, animators, programmers and designers, all united by one goal, to create a perfect game, for both crypto enthusiasts and classic gamers. Our market goals. The main goal of Project Hive is to bridge the gap between traditional and crypto games. To achieve that, we're creating a high-quality product in a $200+ billion market of traditional games, where players have access to all game features no matter the platform, PC, browser, mobile, or financial status, and it's accessible with both crypto and fiat. We see several issues of the market that we solve with our project. Features, gameplay. Issue. Don't offer gaming experience, instead they create a gamified farming system that allows little to no actual gameplay. Solution. We are creating an actual gaming experience, blockchain, DeFi and NFT techs are supporting the ecosystem, rather than becoming the only reason to get involved with a project. We aim to create demand for the in-game assets, farmed by guilds and regular farmers. We are creating numerous game mechanics to make players engaged, increasing retention to the game. Features, assets. Issue. Most GameFi projects use either low-quality store-bought 3D assets, or 2D graphics. Solution. Every asset, from 3D models and environments, to VFX effects and animations, are created by renowned artists from scratch. Every single avatar and item is an NFT asset, meaning they can be collected, enhanced and traded using our own NFT marketplace. Features, economics. Issue. Game economy is fully dependent on a constant influx of new players, creating an unbalanced supply-demand curve of in-game assets and token trading. Solution. We understand our audience, the game is built for both heavy spenders and regular players, supporting demand for in-game assets. We're not just making an innovative game with challenging modes, gorgeous visuals and entertaining mechanics. By introducing win-to-earn mechanics, we are also providing players with an outside source of income that won't affect inflation rate of in-game tokens. We're not just creating a game, we're building a world, an ecosystem with limitless possibilities and an unforgettable user experience. A world where players from all around the world can play together. Most of in-game playable items are represented in the form of NFTs, transferable and tradable assets. Players remain in full control over their in-game property. Such approach also allows creating, upgrading and trading of NFTs to receive additional income and participate in the actual game development. At its core, Project Hive is a turn-based RPG, featuring PvP and PvE battles. Players will craft NFT equipment and in-game abilities, which are called protocols. Winning will reward players with IGT, HGT or SOL. The player must create, purchase or rent a cyber construct, in-game avatar, to start playing the game. Various NFT items such as armor, weapons, and avatars are put on it. The sets of weapons and armor worn on the cyber construct determine the game class of this character. Each game item is one of a kind and has a unique set of attributes. The player also collects his own deck of protocols, sets of game skills and strikes, to create and use in his own tactics in battles. Gamers get new protocols in PvE campaigns. Each cyber construct has a limited level of energy. Energy is consumed in PvE fights. Energy can also be spent on PvP composites, which increase your rating and reward additional prizes. The player can train and increase skills and abilities without spending energy on PvP. Class system. The character class is determined by the set of gaming objects on the cyber construct. The player can change the class of his character, just change a cyber construct set of equipment. While playing for any class, a player can get any protocols, skills, in PvE, except for some class-specific ones. This makes it possible to collect an insane amount of possible combinations for the game's deck, allowing to experiment with tactics. In total, the game will feature 4 archetypes and 22 playable classes in each archetype. Archetypes are divided into Blade Runner, Bonebreaker, Gunslinger, Flatliner. In fact, this is a division into Tank, Melee Damage Dealer, Spellcaster, Range Damage Dealer. Important character parameters. Hit points, amount of health. Initiative, chance probability of having the first turn. The battle is turn-based, with turns going until the HP of one of the players is completely empty. In each round, players ready 3 protocols, after which the game calculates attacks, defenses and skill checks. With good tactics and some luck on your side, you'll be the winner of the fight. For daily participation in PvP and PvE battles, the player earns IGT and HGT. In PvP, the player fights 1 vs 1 arenas against players of the same level, selected randomly. 3 vs 3 in clan territory wars. In regular in-game events. In PvE the player fights 1 vs 1 in mission chapters. 3 vs 1 in epic boss battles. In regular in-game events, the protocols are key to winning any battle in the Hive. Each is a unique ability, some will damage or disable enemies, others will defend your avatar and boost its strength. A myriad of protocols exists in the Hive. Some are quite valuable, and wield great power. To participate in battle, player needs to equip a full deck of 30 protocols. Players can merge protocols of the same kind together, and make your protocols more potent and effective. Protocol types. Attack protocols. The attack protocols are designed to deal physical or cyber damage to your opponent. You can have no less than 6 attack protocols in your Hive deck. Defense protocols. Defense protocols, use them to shield yourself from physical and cyber damage. You can have no less than 6 defense protocols in your Hive deck. Utility protocols. Utility protocols, made to turn the tides of battle in your favor. Some will increase your power, others will make opponents weaker. The Hive deck limit for utility protocols is 18. Seasonal Arena Ladder. PvP players will compete in a seasonal arena ladder. Previous season's results will determine the player's rank in the next one. The best players of the season will receive HGT rewards. Craft system. In Project Hive, players can create truly unique NFT items using IGT. Craftable items. Cyber constructs, player's in-game character. Weapons, Project Hive has 12 types of weapons to choose from. Armor, armor is split into 5 categories: head, body, legs, arms and feet. Pets, your in-game assistants and mascots. Except for cyber constructs, all items that a player can craft will have a rarity type. Poor, common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, artifact. Players can also increase the item's rarity by using a mechanic called merging. Players can merge multiple items of the same name and type, and spending currency, which will increase the rarity of the item. Clan system. Players can create or join clans. Quantity is limited, but can be increased by increasing clan rank, which is affected by player activity. Clan membership bonuses. Participation in territory wars for larger rewards. Boss battles. Increased rewards. 3 extra PvP battle attempts as long as a clan controls a territory. Clan War is a recurring bi-weekly multiplayer PvP event. Clans fight with each other to take control over a particular territory, cell in Hive. Conquered territory provides passive income rewards for a winning clan. Only one cell is available to conquer at the time of release. However, the number of cells will grow eventually, based on the marketplace activity. All cells are formed due to the amount of fees received from companies' funds invested in different outside staking pools. Those fees are paid to cells holders on a biweekly basis. Prior the game launches, our team will fully fund the initial cell staking pool with funds collected from HGT sales rounds. The first cell rewards will be paid in SOL as a first pool of team's choice. Part of fees from operations on the marketplace got transferred into the different outside staking pools. DAO community votes for a pool of choice for every cell, except the first one. In the end, our community will decide to lower the risk and reward, or maybe high-risk cells will appear eventually with insane potential gains. New cell forms after a certain amount of fees get collected from the marketplace trades. The amount is subject to change due to a DAO voting event. Cells ownership resets biweekly. The number of cells will always be limited, while the player base will constantly grow. Clans have to join a bidding auction to get an opportunity for a fight. Clan battle occurs between two clans that have made the highest bids during the bidding auction. Only 15 players from each clan take part in territory war. Clan leader has to choose a fighting team from the list of bidders formed during the bidding auction. Fighting teams consist of 3 players. Players have 3 fights each with a different team from the rivaling clan. Competitors are selected randomly. The winning clan is determined by the number of points gained by its fighting team in PvP fights. DAO. HGT, Hive Governance Token, is a fundamental part of Project Hive DAO's ecosystem. Holding HGT provides voting rights for every DAO initiative. Voting power varies and is linearly changing based on the percent of the total number of tokens users own, taking part in a voting for a particular event. The power of the community. Users acquire a voting right by holding HGT and taking part in voting events. To provide even more rareness to in-game items and support our community of artists, we introduce a skin loot box system. Artists can draw a skin. After listing, skins appear in a preview interface of the marketplace. Every player will be able to check an in-game 3D model and an NFT look of a particular skin. Afterwards, skins could get into loot boxes upon a voting event. After the voting event concludes, a loot box with a particular number and type of skins will be available to drop in PvE with Energy Game mode as an additional reward. To open a loot box, players have to either acquire a key in PvP fights with a certain chance or purchase it from an in-game shop. Price of a key to be determined depending on the market conditions with an initial price of $10 equivalent in HGT. Holders voted for a winning skin will receive this skin with a predetermined chance. Loot boxes and skins are all tradable, one-time use NFTs and could be used by players or traded on NFT marketplace. Keys can't be traded or transferred and could also be used only once. The author of the skin will gain royalty from every purchase, no matter whether the transaction is for a skin, or an item with an applied skin. The core principle of GameFi is that the players can earn digital assets for their in-game efforts. But in the most games of the genre, these efforts are usually meant to be the routine daily activities. In Project Hive we move forward, reworking the P2E concept in an effective way, providing players with innovative game modes, where it becomes impossible to earn anything without winning the challenge. The label, Play and Earn, reinforces the main purpose of the gaming, the entertainment. A player should be exited to play a game, not just attracted by making money from it. We are going to get back to the very beginning when game designers' mission was to help people to escape from a real-life burnout to a virtual fun. Players will have to pass through PvE story chapters and challenge other players in different PvP arena game modes. In Project Hive we have a dual token system, which helps us balance the whole in-game economy, as well as build system beneficial for both normal players and crypto users. IGT is an in-game token, a basic one. Players will be able to easily receive it from daily activities. It's an inflationary token, meaning that most of the time, supply of newly minted IGT will overweight demand. But don't worry, it's supposed to be this way, as in any real economy. IGT is sort of cash, which you can earn regularly and spent for your life necessities or drinking a bottle of beer with friends in the bar. HGT is another story. It's a deflationary token, since we've changed our economics model recently to better fit long-term growth. HGT is very rarely earned by players without any direct purchase from open market. It's like elite membership card or a battle pass. It has the biggest importance for VCs and also heavy spenders. We bound these two things, cause whales, or spenders usually represent 1% players who bring 50% revenue. We want to make sure this audience will be interested in HGT purchase and hold. Holding HGT is like holding a piece of something unique and valuable in particular situation. Bottle of water in a desert or last shot of tequila at the party. Let's now talk about means of value growth for HGT. HGT utilities can be divided in two main categories. Ones that makes users hold and others that makes players spend their tokens and reduce total supply, making system inflationary. First category involves voting and staking systems for HGT holders. Such instruments motivates players for a long-term hold instead of actively trading their tokens. Staking alone can reduce open market circulating supply by 10 to 50% of total. Cumulative effects of both voting and staking may reduce circulating supply by 70% plus. And after that, everything what's left is to motivate community to regularly purchase tokens from open market and spend these inside the game. And with each token spent, circulating supply reduce even more, cause tokens got burned. To achieve that, we created a number of in-game mechanics focused on providing value to spending players. Craft of endgame gear and high-quality playable characters, win-to-earn system that requires players to bet tokens against each other, gambling-like mechanics that involve RNG. All of these things already stand the test of time in numerous other traditional games. Now let's see what utilities we've prepared for Hive more deeply. Crafting requires players to spend HGT to create late-game equipment. Also, you'll need HGT to craft premium playable characters with inbuilt stats. Staking is very common. In Hive we have a dual token system, so staking won't affect inflation of HGT in the long run. This mechanics motivates community for a long-term hold and effectively reduce circulation supply. Win-to-earn is what opens a road to cybersports and gamblers community. Playing tactical fights in Hive is like playing poker or chess games. Players fight in a normalized state with equal stats. Need to build a community? We'll bring cybersport into the game. Need to make players spend and burn HGT? We have poker-like tournaments with HGT required to take part in. Voting system is a very convenient for players and easy to use. Naturally implemented in very important recurring activities. Provides players with additional reason to hold their HGT rather than trade or spend. Gambling with cosmetic items loot boxes is similar to CSGO system. Additionally, heavy spenders will push their character's gear to its limits with enhancements purchased with HGT. There are two types of utility functions, ones to make players keep the coin, and others which motivate players to use it. Systems of voting and staking are able to persuade players to hold for a long time, and not trade tokens in an active manner. The process of staking will shorten the circulating supply between 10 and 50%. Together, votes and staking will effectively reduce the supply by 70% in the future. Everything what's left is to motivate community to regularly purchase tokens from open market and spend those in the game. With each token spent, circulating supply reduces even more, cause tokens get burned. Craft of late-game gear and high-quality characters, win-to-earn system which requires players to bet tokens fighting each other, gambling-like mechanics that involve RNG. All of those already stood the test of time in numerous other traditional games. Provide in-game value to spending players and whales. Interesting fact is that whole mobile gaming industry moved to free-to-play and freemium monetization years ago. Community is well prepared for the similar monetization models. Players only want a great product to come along. And here is our economy recipe. Create amazing product above all else. When F2P and freemium monetization methods came to the market, quality of games started to decrease constantly. Developers knew that they'll still earn from microtransactions much more than they did in the past. Making devs more and more lazy as the time passed. New monetization method of P2E game came to life. No one thought much about the product quality itself, the game is and was secondary. We've described main utilities of HGT in depth. How it fits in general concept. First goal for us is to indefinitely lock exceeding supply of HGT. Staking and voting mechanics allows decreased circ supply by more than 50%. Territory wars system, skins, voting events, personal and worldwide boosts. All of this, on top of staking, allows us to make our players not just players, but owners and long-term holders as well. We don't want to convert crypto investors into players. We want to convert players into crypto users and token holders instead. Secondly, we have to create token spending motivation for players. The way it works with Hive is players don't need insane amount of HGT per each action. Instead, we push players to make high number of small constant payments. Such spending also bring instant result, so player can feel the impact of his actions over his character. The gambling-like RNG mechanics further push player to spend more to get more pleasure from successful results. We burn a 100% of such players' spendings. The last very important part is to provide players with an opportunity to see the actual results of all their efforts. Be it a pure cybersports event or poker-like fight with bets, we will increase our players' base, generate new burns for HGT and push existing players to improve their progress during previous steps by spending even more. We in Project Hive understand that product comes first. Monetization builds on top of it. Nevertheless, it doesn't mean we forget about economy part. On the contrary, we can efficiently integrate these into our game. Project Hive. By crypto enthusiasts and gamers. For crypto enthusiasts and gamers.